que é, pessoal? Muito bem-vindo mais uma vez ao canal do Tonidocapri. Eu estou aqui, espero que vocês aí já sabem que é inscrito no canal, é partilhar, dar aquele like, que é muito importante. Quem não é inscrito é subscrever, carregar no sininho para receber as notificações e partilhar também. Já sabem, primeiro link da descrição é para irem ver os episódios anteriores. Os restantes links é para vocês irem lá visitar os canais do youtuber que estão lá. Se gostarem, subscrevem, partilham e dão aquele like. Bem, vamos aqui para o 11º episódio de Tell Me Why e vamos ver o que é que acontece agora. Cá estamos nós. Ora, o artista está a gastar muito dele. Já nem lhe liga nenhuma. E vamos embora.
Thanks for letting me hitch a ride over.
No problem. You sure we can't drive you back?
Nah, you're like stretching my legs.
Ah, caminhada. Está bem.
And anyway,
Força.
can't put the wind in a bottle.
All right.
F.
Tessa should be at her parents' grave, not far from the entrance. Look for a big crooked tree.
Uma
You can't miss it.
torta.
I'm gonna go check in
Okay.
with my uncle.
Força.
Good luck. For real.
Não, força, tu consegues. Vai fundo. Bem, agora nós somos ela, não? Talvez.
You look pretty
Não,
spooked.
somos ele.
I've never been a big fan of cemeteries,
Pois,
especially
isso é
after,
verdade.
you know.
I promise after this we can chill at the house. Cool?
Ora, neste aqui, nada. Deixa eu ver aqui uma coisa.
So, did you ever come back?
Shh, keep it down.
Fala baixo.
Much.
Why do people always feel like they have to whisper in cemeteries?
I don't know. Probably just a mirror neuron thing.
Neurônios, coisa. Está bem, está certo.
See? Monkey do.
Yeah. Anyway,
Por aqui.
have you been back here at all since the
Por
funeral?
aqui para este lado.
Never had a reason to. Thankfully.
Vamos lá embora. Vamos ver.
My mother made us come here all the time. It was so weird.
Lembrar.
Mom, why do we always come here?
Does it bother you?
No, it's just weird because we don't know any of these people. I mean, except Eddie's mom.
It never hurts to say hello.
Because they're very lonely.
That's right, sweetie. And sometimes, even if you can't see them, they stay with you. In here. Always here.
Mom?
Always.
She loved us. A lot. But
Yeah.
sometimes it was like loving us hurt her.
Do you think she was just really scared of losing us?
Maybe.
Ora, vamos aqui examinar.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, most parents are scared of losing their kids.
Dia feito a 40 dias após o óbito, que o título de honrar a falecida, que disse que essa é uma tradição mais recente, familiares e organiza uma refeição partilhada para nutrir e confortar o espírito falecido após o ano. O título celebrado da vida do falecido. Esse potage é organizado pela tribo do falecido e tem o intuito de honrá-lo por meio de uma cerimónia tradicional, agradecer e retribuir o apoio cedido pela tribo aposta durante os tempos de luto. Ora, agora aqui. Perdido abaixo, temos leis e exames internos de compaixão e reverência continuadamente ministrados aos falecidos, seguindo a tradição dos nossos passados. Todos os unidos, falecimento do membro da tribo é sentido por toda a comunidade. Os membros reúnem-se em luto durante que dia o pai abre da tribo após quando uma águia está em luto, os corpos demonstram o amor e fortitude diante das tribos águia, assim como quando o corpo está em luto, as águias estão presentes. Após a cerimónia, que marca os membros do outro grupo reconfortam a família, trazendo os seus próprios atos ou relíquia da tribo. para simbolicamente impedir as lágrimas de caírem no chão e apoiarem aqueles assuntos. Ok. Muito bem. Vamos lá embora então. Seguir viagem. Seguir viagem, seguir viagem. E agora aqui, nada? Esta árvore aqui está torta. Não sei se é esta.
Well, here's the crooked tree,
Está
but no
aqui,
Tessa.
tá.
Let's check around for her parents' grave.
Nada de
Just
Tessa.
to
Deixa
make
lá
sure this is
passar
the right
aqui,
spot.
olhar.
You think it's possible Michael remembered it?
No dice.
Isto não é. Vamos ver aqui.
Wait, is this the one we called Big Crookedy?
The exact one.
A própria.
Why didn't we call it Gnarl's Branching? Total missed opportunity.
Because we weren't hip to basketball back then?
Ah, pronto.
Damn. I remember it going all the way up to the clouds.
Everything does when you're 4 feet tall.
Vamos embora olhar.
This might take a while.
Ok. Tem flores frescas.
De Leon.
Ah,
That's the one.
Don't tell me we missed her.
guincho de águia.
Hello, Mr. Eagle.
Kids. It's time.
Vou ver este agora. Setembro, ok. Para este. Também não diz nada este. Esta aqui é aquela que eu já tinha visto. Olha lá, Roman Gabriel. Lembrar, vamos embora.
You really have to go, Eddie?
You can hold my hand if you want.
I can walk fine on my own.
It'll be quick, okay? Then we'll get something to eat.
The day of the funeral. I barely
Vamos ver, vamos ver. Aquela ali já está. Este aqui
Neither
também.
of us are exactly eager to relive what went on behind that gate.
So, I know I
Here's
said
the
we
key.
didn't have to visit her grave.
But it feels like the right
Olhar.
thing to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Mais um Salazar. 1999. Este aqui.
Lost in the chaos of history.
O que
What's that mean?
significa?
Not sure. But Michael should know.
Dados eles indicam este momento como uma conexão atemporal entre gerações passadas, presentes e futuras, que a memória dos nossos entes queridos nunca seja perdida em meio ao caos da história. Que este seja o local de descanso para nossos familiares e companheiros que partiram, que o nosso amor eterno amenizador de dias passados rumo a um futuro próximo. Vai lá, vai, estava na cabeça. Foi? Vamos abrir isto agora, já agora. Vamos lá, não sei se temos eliminado alguma coisa. Já agora.
When did Michael's uncle die?
Last year,
Foi.
it was really hard on him. He's still feeling it. Long time no see. Do you want some company?
Come on over. Make yourselves comfortable. So,
Juntar-se.
how are you, holding up?
Everything.
Is this a bad time?
With you? Never.
Don't mind me. I'm not really here.
Hey, I get to see your ugly mug almost every day. You're old news, lady.
You wound me. Deeply.
So, can I help you guys out somehow?
A gente só bastante.
So what
Como
was
era
your
só
uncle
tu?
like?
Oh boy. Where do I start? You know that one grumpy grandpa in all the sitcoms? The one that types like a T-Rex and never leaves his recliner?
I think I'm getting the picture.
Not yet, you aren't. As grumpy as he was, they didn't make him any sweeter than him. He's the kind of guy who accepted you for where you were at, even when he didn't approve.
Not many of those out there. You and your uncle were really close, huh?
Definitely. I could push his buttons without even trying. My family's old school Tlingit. Spent more time with my uncle than my dad. He was the first person to test out all my new recipes. Even before Allison.
Guess I should thank Uncle William for saving me from a muffin top.
If you need a new taste tester, sign me up.
As if you had a choice.
Já está com
I plan to hit you
todos.
both up for feedback my whole way through school.
I'm in. As long as there's nothing as adventurous as that Tlingit-style salmon with pepper and saffron.
No, I'm promising that. Fortune favors the bold, goes double for food.
Ai, ai. A gente se fala mais tarde, ok?
Talk to you later.
You bet.
Vamos embora do portão.
So, how are you, holding out?
Everything's such a mess. I thought we'd almost be done packing by now. I'm so ready to put this place behind us.
Vamos lá abrir
Mr.
isto.
Hollywood handsome over there is
Para a gente ver.
Funny how you never mentioned what your brother looked like before he got into town.
Do you remember where she is?
No. For what it's worth, I remember staring at the water during the funeral. Well, only a few steps in, and I'm already starting to regret this.
Allison, please.
I'm not going.
Allison, come back.
Yeah. Any hope that this would be easier than last time? Totally gone.
At least this time no one's sending me away.
I'm holding you to that. Afterwards, you and I had a moment over there by the totem, right? I wonder
Vamos
if we
ver
could see
aqui.
that.
Qual é isto?
Doesn't hurt to check.
Estótana. Estótana.
Yeah, that's where I went when I ran off.
Lembrar, é aqui mesmo. Vamos embora.
I won't let them take you away. I'm gonna tell them the truth. You swore, Allison. I'm gonna be okay. Please, don't worry about me.
I know I'm supposed to get over this Brown thing, but I really wish you'd been able to come visit that much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too, but... Look, I didn't make any promises that day. You did. Watch.
Deixa eu ver aqui agora.
You
Olhar.
think Snowball still lives in there?
Snowy owls only tend to live about 10 years.
Oh, rest in peace, Snowball.
Mais alguma coisa aqui.
This spot's familiar.
E agora não. Dois tem. Carol Brown, será?
Man, I forgot how hard Marianne took it when Eddie's mom died.
Well, we were only 4, but... Yeah. She lost one of her only friends. She was always saying how she never would have found a place in Delos Crossing without Carol.
You think her death kicked off Marianne's, you know.
It definitely didn't help, but no. It was years later.
Deixa eu ver por aqui.
Ty,
This is it,
Não,
right?
disseste.
Yeah. She's gotta be here somewhere. She's gotta be here somewhere. Not this one. Still not the one.
Será?
This might take a while. This might take a while.
Deixa eu ver. Agora aqui deste lado. Marianne, vem aqui.
Allison.
Is that her?
What the hell was going on with you? What? Broke?
Why didn't you say anything? We were your goblins. You didn't have to do it all alone.
Tessa?
Tessa.
Kids, I wasn't expecting to see. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Feeling a little guilty, maybe?
Oi, oi.
When we pass on, our graves are all anyone has to remember us by. Letting hers just fall apart would be cruel.
Pois.
I'm not a cruel person.
Cruel enough to call social services on our mother.
I wanted to protect you. Marianne was getting worse all the time. I was afraid that if things kept going the way they were, then one day...
We were going to end up dead?
No, I won't do this again. I refuse to be held responsible for her choices.
Marianne was fine until you reported her.
Fine. She was getting by on handouts for years. There are only so many times you can show up high to a generous offer of employment. Assuming you show up at all. In the end, she isolated herself from everyone. She was alone and out of options.
She had us, until you threatened to have us taken away.
I couldn't let her drag you down with her. She had you stealing for God's sake. Your mother never wanted to be a part of this community. She always thought she was better than the rest of us. A spoiled little girl playing fairy princess in the woods. If she just settled down with someone instead of running around with married men, well, just ask Sam Kansky how much better that would have been for everyone.
Wait, what?
Oh God.
What happened between them?
I wasn't thinking. Please, just forget I said anything.
Tessa!
All I know is whatever went on, Laura left Sam over it. But I shouldn't have said anything about that. I promised I wouldn't. I'm sorry, kids.
I get that Marianne wouldn't let you help her. But there had to be a better way to deal with it. Especially if she was having some kind of crisis.
Yes, you're right. There were other things I could have done. Better things. I know I've made mistakes. All I can do now is say that I'm sorry.
Agora é só
If I could
desculpas.
give you
Desculpas não
back your
valem nada.
mother, I would. I don't deserve your forgiveness, especially yours, Tyler. But if there's a place for me in your lives, I'd like to be there.
I have to know something first. Are you good with who I am?
I've been thinking about that since you came home. I believe that my life is better for having lived it by God's word. But I also believe we don't always understand what he's saying to us. I pray for guidance. And seeing you standing here in front of me, such a strong and thoughtful young man, I think I have his answer.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Tessa, I know the last couple of days have been hated. I'm up for a fresh start if you are, but it's not really up to me. Tyler?
Vamos embora.
I'm done losing people. And if we can't let people grow, then what the hell kind of chance do we have?
Thank you. Both of you. Kids, I never knew your mother's whole story, but it was obviously very painful. She always said you two were the only good luck she'd ever had. I'm going to try harder to forgive her. I hope you can as well. If you two are in town tomorrow, come by the cafe. Lunch is on me.
Ok.
There gonna be coconut cake on the menu?
You know, I think there just might be. I'll see you two tomorrow then.
We'll be there. Come on.
Marianne Farmer. Ok.
I bet Tessa's thinking the same thing.
Yep. Things are gonna be real awkward my first day back in the office.
Oh, I'm sure you'll both manage to never talk about today.
Exactly. Awkward as hell.
Vamos embora.
You wanna sit down for a bit? You wanna sit down for a bit?
Onde é que tu estás?
You wanna sit down for a bit? You wanna sit down for a bit?
Vamos embora.
You wanna sit down for a bit?
Está nisso.
You wanna sit down for a bit?
Vamos lá parar aqui pouco. Vamos nos sentar.
Not a bad view, right?
É, lindona.
I get now why they put
Que grande
cemeteries in
vista.
nice spots. Takes a little bit of the sting off. Well, this reunion's kind of gone off the rails, huh?
Oh, you mean how we kind of turned Delos Crossing upside down and shook out all its nasty secrets? Yeah, but at least
Mas
now
ainda
we
falta
know what
mais.
really happened.
I can't thank you enough, by the way.
Hey, brothers and sisters, right?
But it's been way more brothers than sisters lately. Which is why I'm trying to say thank you.
You really don't have to.
You
Okay.
saved my life, Allison.
Only for you to end up locked up in fireweed for the rest of your childhood.
Wait, are you still blaming yourself for that? Don't. It was my choice.
It's just... I stole your life, Tyler. And then I totally wasted it.
That's not true.
You're on your way to Denali.
Não é nada.
Michael's gonna be a
Deixa
famous
estar.
chef. And what am I doing? Nothing.
Nothing. You've been working on that accounting degree, and your art's good.
Hmm.
Really good. Stop putting yourself down. As soon as we figure this shit out, we're gonna sell the house, and
Okay.
you're gonna go to Juneau. You're gonna kick ass.
You make it sound so easy.
No. We never had a shot at easy. But we always pull through, right?
Yeah,
Claro.
you're right. Hey. Wherever Ranger Tyler ends up next, he better come down from the hills to visit us city folk every now and then. You hear?
For sure.
Pode deixar.
Anyway.
Ok.
It's not gonna be for a while. We've got time.
Oh yeah, of course. We do.
Vamos embora então.
So
Né.
I guess we know the story now, huh?
Quais? Sabemos quais.
Marianne was done with
Sabemos
Delos,
bem.
and Delos was done with her.
Hmm.
Maybe she was too proud, but she worked so hard for so long. And when she reached the end of her rope, no one was there to help her. Not even Tessa or Eddie. And when she heard social services was coming, she
Gave up. But killed her kids? Really? I don't know.
E falta. Falta qualquer
Still
coisa aí.
feels like there's something missing. Right?
Eu acho que sim também.
You're never gonna understand what was going through her mind. I'll bet even she didn't.
Vamos ver.
That's probably
Pois é,
always gonna
sim.
feel that way.
Bem, pronto. Tu dizes. Quem sou eu? Bem pessoal, vamos ficar por aqui, já sabem. Aquele abraço, fiquem bem, sejam felizes, força.